Well, as far as the foundation is concerned, the why is simple. It's making something good come out of a bad situation.
What is your name and what do you do at Ray Mullins?
Scott Mullen, I'm the owner. So my grandfather started in 1923. He actually started teaching. He had a teaching studio in Brockton and then later moved to Pawtucket. And then we got into retail later on, but originally started teaching. So we've actually been teaching from the beginning, and that's why we feel the school's important.
Jimmy Kershaw. I teach guitar primarily, but also bass and piano. But I also direct bands here, primarily a band called Out of the Blue, by bringing them out and playing in real places. I just brought the main band Out of the Blue. I just brought them to a bar, like, I don't want to say a bar, but a restaurant/bar. We're playing out. We did a veterans fundraiser during the summer. Well, that's because I'm trying to put the name out there. That's the future, right?
We have a boys club program in Fall River where Steve Young, who is one of our teachers, teaches a lot of the homeless kids. So we provide the instruments. Scott and the foundation and I in the store provide the instruments. Steve provides the education. He teaches, and he has one of his students, Nick Morera, who also teaches. Steve Young and I have been doing the veterans program for probably 10 years, where he goes to the veteran home in Bristol. I supply a lot of the instruments and the supplies, and he goes down and teaches some of the guys who are in there and want to learn guitar. So that's been going on even before the Kevin Wright Foundation, but it kind of all rolled into one thing now, where him and I and we kind of work together with Steve and try and do as much as we can with whatever we can come up with.
I've noticed that recitals, instead of like a fee, you have like the parents and all the people coming in. Like
for charity, yeah, we collect dog food in the spring and we collect Toys for Tots in the winter. And I just thought it's important to start to teach the kids at a young age that it's important to give back to the community. So rather than charge for tickets like some of the other schools do, we decided to go this route. Bring a can of dog food or a bag of cat food, whatever. And at Christmas time, you have to bring a toy unwrapped, and then we drop them off. We actually bring them right to the Swansea Library. And most of the times we go there, I've been there and the bins were pretty empty and we fill them on. We've actually got to drop them off this week because they're sitting over there and I should have done it already. So they've got to get there. I think this weekend's the cutoff date, so Cam's going to drop them off tomorrow. But every year we drop them off at the Swansea Town Library, and they're real happy when they see us come in with a truck full of toys.
As Scott said, we've got a couple of programs where we give away instruments to needy people and veterans and others that are down on their luck, typically children, as much as possible. We've helped out Diamond and a couple of the other local schools around. We actually also have given money to Dickinson High School, which is in the Houston area, after they were completely wiped out after the recent hurricane.
We've always given. I mean, I've sponsored a baseball team in Swansea for probably I'd say 10 or 12 years. But when did the Kevin Wright Foundation start?
That was, we're going to hold our 5th annual party. I mean, we've always, as musicians, the musician community has always been pretty charitable. It usually is in the form of donating time, putting a entertainment together for someone else's project or that type of thing, or providing lessons and things like that. This has given us actual financial capability to give back. So with this particular project, we're coming up to our 5th year.
Scott and I had a friend, and my brother's friend, Kevin Wright, who passed away, used to be my brother's drummer, and Scott played in the band with him. And they started a foundation.
Yeah, the foundation actually grew pretty organically. Came out of something that most people say when they have the unfortunate duty to go to a wake or a funeral, which is, we shouldn't always meet like this. So we decided that we were just going to have a party to remember Kevin and our other friends. But Kevin in particular was a great friend of ours and a very generous guy himself. So when we started putting together the actual function, a lot of people were very generous in their donations. So they said, hey, I've got this, and maybe you could raffle it off and raise some money. We ended up doing so well that we decided we need to give away this money. So we ended up coming up with a program to give away the funds that we generated, and the only requirement is that it goes to someone's career or interest or education in the music business or in music in general to fit with Kevin's drumming ability. It's making something good come out of a bad situation. We lost a very close friend. He was my best friend growing up. We played in bands together forever. And this is something that we can do to remember him by providing a leg up for people in music in his name.